Alright, working on transitioning strings here while constantly doing your hammer on pull off stuff. So, one thing we talked about was, so after you've done like the E string stuff, when you get to that B string, try and get your index finger down as soon as possible. And then leave it down once you've completed the last note of the bar. And then wait to move your index finger when you go to pick the next note of the next bar. And sometimes I'll do picking wise, I'm probably just going to be doing like down, up, up. So I think you call it like directional picking. So yeah, just kind of going back and forth that way. Just for simplicity's sake. Yep, this is in 3/4, so three beats a bar. No repeat. No repeat. So as you get faster, it's definitely going to look like you're not moving your fingers as fast as they need to, like getting down to the B string right away, or leaving your index finger down prior to moving back to the E string. But making sure that it does look correct as you're playing the slower speeds. It should have carryover when you get faster and faster, which will allow you to get faster and hear all the notes that you want to hear. Alright, 60 beats a minute. 1. I'm still going to count off 4 even though this is in 3/4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, go 120 next. 1, 2, 3, 4. One 60. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, on number 2. If need be, work on 1 bar at a time, maybe 2 bars at a time. So all these rhythms are ones you have done before, and the notes in parentheses, you're not going to pick any of that. Basically, pick the first note of each bar, and that's all you're going to pick. Everything else will be hammer-ons, pull-offs. So if you need to go through and say what the rhythm is prior to doing all this, that's fine. You know how to do it now, so definitely use that to your advantage anytime you need to. That's one of the reasons why we did all that stuff with the chord strumming, so this way you can read the rhythm and then apply it to things like single notes or legato. Because it's going to happen. Alright, 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 4. 1, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 4, 1, and 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and done. 20. 1, 2, 3, 4. I played that wrong. Take 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 2, 3, 4, and done. 160. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's terrible. And even after doing all stuff to fix intonation and whatnot, I swear it seems a little off. Then again, oh, you're thinking of my other guitar. Yeah. Intonation. Damn it. Anyway, so there we go. So your assignment with number 3 is to... Let's make a change here real quick. Maybe not that quick. Boop. Okay. Yeah, take all these chords and move them to the A string and then move them up to the D string. So, let's use this recap to let you know what you should get. But please, do your best without watching the video first. So here's a good time to pause if you haven't filled out your work yet. So we're going to be doing the same thing we've done in the past, where once you get to the chord that can be played in both the high octave and open position, you'll write that out twice. Make sure you write out the chord names. So, like in terms of memorizing the chord names, this is an excellent, I think today, like what we talked about, like getting the B minor 7 flat 5 named correctly, also known as the B half diminished 7. Like writing these things out again and again and again, even though it may seem boring at times and monotonous, it's a fantastic way of committing these things to memory. So yeah, some stuff does need to be memorized. Much easier to memorize the different chord names that happen in key, and then understanding the interval structure instead of memorizing, thousands upon thousands of chord shapes. Knowing how to make the chord shapes is much more important, I think. Anyway. So, that would definitely, run through each of these chords. You can do it finger or with the pick. I'll put my pick down, so now I'm just going to use my fingers. So for the B minor 7 flat 5, when I get to this one, I'll use all 4 fingers. The reason why is if I do it like this, and you can certainly do that when you're just finger picking. But if you're strumming it, you have too much of a risk, I think, of hitting this F sharp note on the B string, which is not in key nor part of the chord. So that's why I recommend when you do the minor 7 flat 5, use all 4 fingers. For the minor 7s, that's totally fine to bar, because if you did end up strumming all the strings, it's still part of the same chord. So that's a minor 7, but just want you to learn and get used to these particular shapes. Find them very useful. Basically, the major 7 that you're going to be doing here is just what you did down here with the F major 7. You're just not doing the bar and hitting only those first 4 notes in the chord shape. The dominant 7, bar that one. Okay, so anyway, so when you transpose it all up to the A string, here's what you got. So I'll just say the fret numbers from lowest to highest starting on the A string. So the C major 7, you have 3, 5, 4, 5. You're going to bar this next chord. D minor 7, you have 5, 7, 5, 6. Move that shape up for the E minor 7, 7, 9, 7, 8. F major 7, we have 8, 10, 9, 10. The G7, you're going to bar this as well. 10, 12, 10, 12. A minor 7, back to the bar. 12, 14, 12, 13. Open A minor 7. 0, 2, 0, 1. B minor 7 flat 5 is the one you have known for at least a week now. So you have 2, 3, 2, 3, you know that guy. Alright, now on to starting on the D string. We have me playing the wrong thing. There we go. Goodness. So this, I'm going to be barring with my ring finger on the G, B, and E. So we got 10, 12, 12, 12 for the C major 7. D minor 7, I'm using all 4 fingers here. 12, 14, 13, 13. Move that down to the lower octave. So you can bar it, or you can use 3 fingers here. I'll usually use 3 fingers as I have more control over what I feel. 0, 2, 1, 1, which is the shape that you have learned and you used in the chord progression by number and all that stuff. E minor 7, 2, 4, 3, 3. And then we have our F major 7, barring the top 3 strings with the ring finger again. 3, 5, 5, 5. The G 7, the dominant 7. 5, 7, 6, 7. A minor 7, 7, 9, 8, 8. And last we have the B minor 7 flat 5, also known as the B half diminished 7. We're going to go index finger barring with the middle finger this time on the top 3 strings. 9, 10, 10, 10, 9, 10, 10. So there we go. So, yes, if you have any questions, let me know. And I'll see you again next week. Both of us slightly leaner, because we're sticking on this diet, right? Fuck yeah.